Ervin, Amazon Eve.
They told me to turn the thing on. And I know I just kind of okay, I'm off the screen. Wow, I just got off the screen here. I'm not live streaming anymore. I'm going to make your cameraman work. Oh, I'm back on the screen. Hi! I like filling my oats here, like knowing how far I can go. I'm off the screen again. Am I back on the screen? Don't I look like the biggest librarian you have ever seen? I know. 5'20". Public school. 4'32", 18 and a half horse hands, 80 inches and 201.19 centimeters. That's what they said at the Guinness Book Award. Oh my God, it hasn't always been like this. I haven't always been this tall. A few moments ago, I was about 4 inches shorter than I put on my 4 inch heels. 9 west in size 14. I'm so happy. No, I'm really happy because that has been one of the banes of my existence, finding shoes to wear. I want to give out some thanks to the folks here at Ellevate for bringing me here and allowing me this lovely opportunity and privilege and honor. And I want to be grateful today for all the lovely ladies here that are going to be empowered by our speakers. And I just want to throw it out to Samantha, all right? Gian, Angeli, I got it right, yes. Madeline Kelly, I think she's in the other room, all right? And Jess Matley. Give them a round of applause, guys. They allowed me, they contacted me, they set up the hotel and airport and made sure, get your butt here, get your butt here, get your butt here. Okay, I'm here. Carolyn Noonan, are you in here somewhere? Raise your hand. Oh, come on, don't shy. Carolyn, thank you for the dress. This is a MM LeFleur dress. In my size, it covers the knees. So hard for me to find clothes. I mean, my imaginary little martyrs in my head going back in time, and I struggle with finding clothes and shoes and anything to wear when I turned 6'8". It's like, God, when did that happen? I think around like 22. I've known this all my life. Now, if you don't know already, guys, I'm transgender. Thank you. I don't think I'm a hero for being transgender. I don't think it's just a thing you do. We've been part of the human species since time immemorial. I grew up in a small town in the middle of central California. Farming town. It's like a little red zone surrounded by blue as of this last election. And I knew I was different growing right out of the gate. I wanted to go to the girls' side so bad. But they said, go play with the boys' side. Okay, I'll go play with the boys' side. This is no fun. I want dolls. I want house. I want the girly games. Over here, it's like football, soccer, play grab ass and beat each other up. I like the soft, the feminine, the communication, the love on this side. Over here, aggressive, Women can be aggressive too. Had to learn how to use that. Because over here, it's like an on and off switch, right? On this side, when you get the whole new equipment, it's like the Starship Enterprise. What does this button do? It's terrible. I grew up in a small country town, and I needed to get away to find myself. And it's at a time when, transgender people weren't really accepted in society. And I struggled. I was 16. I moved to San Francisco Bay Area. I went to live with my family. I went to school. And I struggled for many years trying to find myself. And I discovered what this was. And it wasn't until after I went to school and I found sex and gender and the difference between the two and the biology involved and all the minutia. And I don't want to go into the gore porn of what goes on because this whole body's mine. I have a receipt for it. I am the bionic woman. And I look back on my past, and I look at my journey through this weird. I started off as a guy, a male with all the male parts. And the journey to divine feminine for me, I had to overcome fear. And I reached out to my sisters, my coworkers, my girlfriend, saying, this is what I have to do. I need to be one like you. And it was at a time when we weren't accepted by society. So, we transition, pass, hopefully, and disappear and never show up. Never come out there, never say, hi, I'm transgender, nothing ever happens when you do that. Hiding yourself doesn't help anybody. Living in stealth doesn't help anybody. It doesn't educate anybody. Can you all see me back there? Do I need to be mic'd? Do I need to be mic'd? All right, I need to be mic'd. Because, the live streaming people need to see me. Okay, got it. Got to remember that. I had all these preconceived notions about gender until I came onto this side, and then I learned who I really was. And that didn't happen until I was 36. And I really was down on myself. I didn't think I was ever going to pass. I didn't think I was ever going to be successful as a woman. I didn't think I was ever going to get anywhere other than have a simple menial job, try to live quietly and hide. Like, how are you going to hide a 6'8"? You don't. And it started, I started transition in 2004. And lots of tears, lots of suicide attempts. I didn't love myself. I didn't care for who I was. I hated my body. I despised who I was physically. And I knew I needed to do something or I was going to end up offing myself. Lots of therapy, lots of communication with women. I transition. I go to Thailand. I have my surgery. And all of a sudden, I'm working with Sheila Hartman in an office downtown Woodland Hills. It's close to Los Angeles. And I'm working in the insurance business. And she's one of the most prolific, profound insurance brokers, employee benefits people out there, a businesswoman for all businesswomen. And she showed me how to be a businesswoman. She showed me how to dress, I realized I wasn't doing well when my skirt was really way up to here. And she's, that's a young look. I was like, damn it, I screwed up. It was often that I did that. It took me a while to develop a wardrobe. I had this challenge of no clothes and shoes. So, and it's not all about that, I took this opportunity to help transgender people by removing the exclusion out of all insurance contracts in the United States. I joined the association. I went all the way to the executive director, got involved in politics, lobbied in Washington, in the state capitol, and the Affordable Care Act, which I think is going to be repealed. Section 1557, that was part of my work. And I thought that was it. Leave it alone, right? Sometime around 2008 and 2009, I was a personal trainer, and I've been working on fitness for a long time. And I just completely forgot about what I was trying to achieve. And then one day, I auditioned for a TV show called Hemlock Grove. One of my friends was the director. I came and boom, I went right up to Canada, and we started shooting that for a month. And then another TV show, and then I started modeling, and then I started traveling, and then doing all these shows, about 80 television shows around the world. All because I'm a 6'8" woman? Seriously? Well, somewhere in there, they gave me a Guinness Book Award, put a gold medal around my neck, and said, okay, you're the world's tallest model. Okay, men don't go down on me, they go up on me. Got that. Where's the accomplishment? What did I do? I just showed up. I had no idea this was going to happen until I took stock of myself and all the women in my life. Sheila Hartman, all my coworkers, my heroes. By the way, you all have superheroes, right? Anybody watch Wonder Woman? Come on, someone here has had to watch Wonder Woman. I'm going with, my hair is longer there. I'm sporting my Robin Wright look. Claire Underwood, she was in Wonder Woman. She watched her throwing those, like, snap. It's like, oh yeah, I want to do that. God, I want to do that. So I'm doing that. I make movies now. And I'm very fortunate to be standing here in front of you and letting you know that I was afraid. I didn't think I was pretty, beautiful, or any of those things. Smart, capable. I was alone, and it took my sisters, my girlfriends, my coworkers to help build me up to who I am today. One of the things I'm challenged by, even today, is the fact that I didn't transition young. And being 6'8" is still kind of one of those things that's in my head. But then I started using it. I started creating this thing. Amazon Eve was created in 2009 out of desperation. Now, if you Google Erika Ervin, you get like 500,000 hits. Amazon Eve, 27 million. She's bigger than I am. Hold on, I gotta become Amazon Eve now. What's the difference? Really, what is the difference? Where's the switch in my head that said my identity, that identified that I'm not gonna be good enough as a woman? I always felt inadequate, trying to pretend. I was suffering from the imposter syndrome for a while, a lot. And then Sheila Hartman told me to use your power. And so many people told me to use your power, use what this is. Even my little co-star. How many people here, by the way, saw American Horror Story Freak Show? A couple of you. The world's smallest woman, Jodie Omge, is about as size as my forearm, about that tall. And she told me the same thing, but like this.
Use your power.
Well, when you're small, everything's going to be proportionate. Like,
Use your power. Get a little person like this. And get off your ass, okay? Stop moping.
well, I bump my head on door jambs a lot. You know? There was a time in my career that I created this Amazon Eve phenomena that I hit rock bottom. And it was right before 2013. I was living out of my car. I was homeless. And I was traveling all over the country, wrestling men in order to survive. And that's how I made my living. I wrestled and did sparring matches with men. And from that, I eventually auditioned for American Horror Story, and the rest is on the map. I got lucky. I was wondering if I wasn't going to go anywhere. I was so blessed by Ryan Murphy to be given this opportunity of a lifetime to put Amazon Eve on television and show people who I really am. And I was scared. I didn't know what was going to happen. And then all of a sudden, things started changing. You started hearing more about us in the press. It's amazing what 10 years would do. 10 years ago, back in 2004, we had to transition and hide. Now, we can transition and be out and proud of who we are, to be included in this divine feminine, to be included in womanhood. And I know some of you are looking at me like, God damn, she's tall. You know, it doesn't matter. It's called the extraordinary body narrative. It doesn't matter if you're this tall or round, Rubenesque, skinny. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. This life is a gift. And if I could shelve my little imaginary martyrs, all those poor me's, I'm not good enough, and get them out of your way, you know, you want to get somewhere in life. Because, ooh, you dropped your phone. It's okay. I started producing. I got involved in television production, film production, and from there, I'm now telling stories. Well, I got light here. Oh, okay, I'm in my own light. Damn. I have lived an extraordinary life, and I still call upon my sister network. I have so many women. There's so many women out here right now in this is a first time here, this Ellevate, mobilizing women. I mean, in human history, women have been, the divine feminine is starting to show up. As I explore societies around the world, I've been to multiple different countries and I've traveled. I see people visualizing women in roles of power, in roles of leadership, in roles of business excellence, and collaborative excellence. That's what's really going on here. To use your power. There was one time I was working on American Horror Story where I was hitting a wall. I was hitting an emotional wall and I wasn't quite sure where I was going to go in life. And this is when your reserves kick in. When you think you're done, you're not really done. When your body gives up, when you start getting tired, you still have about 40% more reserves in there. This is what I learned when I went to the National Academy of Sports Medicine. When you're working out, when you work up to about 70% of your capabilities, and then you're tired and you're exhausted, because there's no magic bullet, guys. There isn't. It's hard work. It takes work sometimes. And what we have to realize is our sisters, our network, women in this room, creates a nuclear fusion of action that moves, touches, and inspires other people to do exactly that, to raise the divine feminine, because women are finally being placed on the map in this world, and we will be listened to. We are a force to be reckoned with. I hope when I'm done riding this wave, I hope in the next generation of transgender women will look upon my history and see this monumental paradigm shift of women like myself going from darkness and into the light, being shunned, being pushed away, to some people who have our civil rights. From going to this place where we don't have health care to where health care covers our needs. And I hope when I be very present with this, and when I changed the rules and got rid of that exclusion, I went to the hospital one day and I met with this young gal who transitioned very young, and she just had her surgery. And she only had to pay $25 a copay for it. Now, sometimes it's the little things that you do, the little things, the notes, just saying hello, just checking in with your friends, You know? Y'all got to check in with each other. Okay, am I doing this right? Because I have no idea sometimes. You know? Sometimes it's courage isn't enough. Sometimes we need our mentors. How many people here, by raising your hand, are a mentor? All right. You're also mentees. Anybody want to be 6'8"? Nobody wants to raise their hand. Anybody want to be 6'8"? It's like, what would you do? Finding clothes, my God. I have clothes now, and almost 300 pairs of shoes. Trust me, I got to travel for that, all over the world. They're all in a storage unit. I've got to supply my own shoes when I do movies, a lot of the times. I can't mention her name because she wants to go stealth, but she looked up to me and she said, "Thank you." And I don't know what it's like to be a hero. I don't know what it's like to I don't relate to the word. I just do. I just do what I was placed here. I don't know if there's some magic bullet. Faith. It's just faith. Faith in each other. Giving of ourselves, spending time. I have 10 girlfriends that I talk to almost weekly, and they advise me and direct me and say, you need to try that. A little distinction here, a little tweak there, and you're good to go. Give Carolyn a call and I get another dress. Thank 9 West for the lovely shoes. Yes. Thank you for making shoes. Otherwise, I wouldn't have anything to wear. I'd have to come up here and do this naked. I can give you something really to show. All right, thank you. I was wondering who was doing time. I just want to leave you guys with some parting notes that when marriage equality passed, I gave a speech in front of 85,000 people and say, always be a light from which to see. Be a resource for other people. Be a mentor for ladies out there. And don't be afraid to be a mentee. Don't be afraid to ask for help. That's all it takes, guys. Just ask for help. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Erika. We're going to call our